Thanks. Yes. Oh my god, Ricky. I know that you've been like really further gone from the game, but I need to show you something. You need to see something insane. If you did not read that, I mean, did you see it? We will play Super Smash Bros. As well. Look at that. I'm gonna post it here, Ricky, and you can read it later if you want. Just save it somewhere. And you will see that there are some crazy things like Remo said that it would be really nice if Torrents would have resistant skin, I think. Was it? Yeah, it was resistant skin. The blabbering of the madman. And what is this? Stan is the man, is ultimate badass montage.
Why is your stag on fire?
The king has taken for his sigil the fiery heart of the Lord of Light.
The Iron Throne is mine.
I'm happy I did not watch this series like after season 4 really, because of the disappointing ending.
By right.
The flying taco. Yeah, this was the last episode that I ever seen.
Prepare to land. Good place. The dwarf has played his little trick.
The wildfire.
We can only play it once.
We're too far from the gates. Fire. There are archers. Hundreds will die.
Thousands.
Oh no. Not the dubstep. Not that.
Come with me and take this city!
Prepare your anus.
Nope, 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 nope.
The score counter, oh my god. Cat and Impulsive together. More dubstep, oh no. Easy kill. Give me some, boy. Yeah, by the way, I know this. That's so old and good. This is from Dragon Age 3. And this is from different thing, right? Really good, really good. It's also from Dragon Age, isn't it? Like the beginning. Or only from Game of Thrones, because I remember that there was like the green shit like that in Dragon Age 3. Only Game of Thrones? Alright. Oh yeah, this is the meme.
I, Brienne of Tarth, sentence you to die. Do you have any last words?
Go and do your duty. Go and do your duty. Do your duty.
I...
Fuck her right in the face.
What the fuck? Then is the penis. Okay boys, so are you ready for me to tell you my review and problems with Warcraft? You say, and we gonna go for it. With some sexy synthwave in the back. Which one, Dr. Disrespect video? Please, in Kurt. I don't have the Kurt scene. Sadly. What was there? I didn't see that. Fuck. This? What the fuck is that? Oh, no, but that's something from... Fucking hell, okay. Let's do it later. Or wait, let me just open it in Google Chrome. It will work there. But it will be something from...
Oh wow, that's a huge dragon. Okay, we need to kill him. He looks tough. But is he too tough for my team?
Yeah, he is.
Like, I got back here at like 12:30. Tyler was upstairs and I was about to go live. Tyler walks in and shows me a text message and it says Mike's in the hospital.
This time I slammed on the brakes and I don't know what happened. I don't know why it happened, but I flew over the handlebars. I was probably going 40 miles per hour or something. And I slammed on the brakes and then I flew over the handlebars.
Jeez, I did not see this one. He's the legend. This guy is a legend, man.
Today's gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be a good day, baby. The triple threat challenge is going down today.
Wait, okay, boys, I'm gonna just be right back. Get ready for my Warcraft 3 speech. Ski. Give me a sec.
Western.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my sauce, put it in my mouth. I'm gonna drink till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my sauce, put it in my mouth. I'm gonna drink till I can't no more. I got onions in my back, hot sauce is attached. Head is on my neck, got a booze that's black to match. Sipping on the sauce, you can't eat them raw ones. I've been in the fields, you always eat the peeled ones. Can nobody tell me nothing? You can't tell me nothing. Can nobody tell me nothing? You can't tell me nothing. You're eating like an actor, sauce is in my bladder. Heated is my baby, you can go and try her. My life is a movie, streaming onions juicy. Hot sauce beers that's Gucci, there lies a beauty. Can nobody tell me nothing? You can't tell me nothing. Can nobody tell me nothing? You can't tell me nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna take my sauce, put it in my mouth. I'm gonna drink. Okay, wait. I think that it will be better if I will have this screen, maybe. Yeah, let's do it on this screen, but I will turn off the win thingy. Check. It's... Right. Which memes? Ah yeah, I seen it yesterday. You mean those ones from yesterday that you were sending me? Yeah, I did that. Hello, Lamesh. I did seen it. Wait. Ah no, not this one. I seen the one. It was with PewDiePie. Monica.
Here we fucking go! I knew that! Got him! Got him! I can feel my body cause I pop a lot of molly. Molly, welcome to the party. Pretty alpha. What can I say? Got a lot of thotties, yeah, I fuck a lot of thotties. Tryna fuck shorty, yeah, just tryna. You wanna fuck with me? I got a dick in my
This guy. What up, Lamesh? How are you, boy? Exactly. Exactly, Ricky, exactly. That's what is it about, boy. That's on the other channel. Chatterbait. Now this is that mode with the zombies that I seen. Lol.
Chill, I can feel my body. Oh, I pop a lot of Molly. Molly. Chill. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the drum. Oh, chill.
I don't wanna go to Pripyat. And Ricky, yes, we're gonna play that, but we need to play with all the boys. Like 2, it's not gonna be as much fun as 4 or 5. Yes, now I know what kind of shit I was playing. See, Impulsive, it's all your fault again. So boys, get this back. Are you ready? First, the review. Sandwich eaten? Nice, enjoy. So boys, this is... I hope that the music is not so loud. I will tell you what everything went wrong and is wrong with Warcraft 3 balance, and also with Warcraft 3 community and everything overall in the game. So I will start with balance, which is my number 1, and that's like for a competitive game, item drops. So there is a really huge issue with item drops in Warcraft in general, because on certain maps where you have like those heavy spots, let's say the red spots, you can drop an aura item, and that will like change the course of the game sometimes, because one guy can get strong aura and the other guy will get some item, I don't know, like let's say +4 strength. What is +4 strength worth if you compare it with the Death Knight's aura? Like there's absolutely zero balance in it, and it's a huge freaking RNG. Or it can be the Brilliance aura, which is a huge thing for undeads and also for orcs with a heal from Shadowhunter. And like imagine that somebody will tell you how to play, let's say, against orc with Mass Shaman and Mass Bloodlust. Just use the wisps. Yeah, you're gonna use the wisps. You're gonna detonate all the wisps on the Shaman, which are tier 3, have mana regen and mana capacity huge as fuck. And now add the Brilliance aura that dropped for the orc from the red creep spot. And you dropped, for example, that stupid mask that always drops for me. Even in balanced game that there were like ups and downs for both sides, is the orc that's gonna win. It's not gonna be you. And undead, I don't have to really speak about undeads with Brilliance aura. It just makes your hero, like any of your heroes and your units, useless, because it's just gonna be Coil Nova Fest. So I think that the big aura items should be deleted from the game. They have no place to be in competitive gaming whatsoever. If it's RNG, like if it's a sure drop, okay, keep it, but it needs to be always either this one or that one, and not like those worse drops. But in my honest, truthful opinion, they should delete all of them, because you have drops also already like Sobby Mask and Rune Bracers, and that those two items themselves the game a lot, because Sobby Mask on a mana consumable hero has mana regen like boost up as crazy, and Rune Bracers, if you have a nuke hero, do the same thing. Like again, they have no right to be in there, because it's a random item drop from the map which can change the whole gameplay. Also, I think that I've been talking a lot about consumables. The big consumables on any map are just like out of place, since you have 150 gold for mana potion and 150 gold for healing potion, which does already quite the thing. And these consumables can change the whole game again, like the whole early. Yeah, Sobby Schnecks. Exactly. And then you have consumable like big mana potion, and the other guy has consumable Wand of Stealing Mana. I know that Lemesh once said that Wand of Stealing Mana is good, but man, it's an item that gives you 100 mana and steals 100 mana from your opponent, which can be used sometimes, but you cannot use it every time. Like it's not worth it to use it every single time. So the difference and the gap between those two, or if you compare Wand of Stealing Mana to big Invu Potion or big Heal Potion, is just freaking big. And then you have Scroll the Beast, which in some scenarios can be used to win. But in some, it's just like easy to dispel. It's not the best thing though. It's not the best thing because the Mountain King, as you just said, as I said, can have a freaking big mana potion drop and you get the Wand of Stealing Mana. What you gonna do? Like steal his mana? He will first hit you with the hammer. You're gonna steal some mana, then he's gonna pop out the item. Boom, over. No, the item has no right to be there because it's not as good as the other items. Change my mind. Another thing you have is a huge problem of an early expansion in certain matchups and maps. The problem is within the balance that always been with the undeads, for example, because undeads are a race that operates on one base. Because it has the fastest tech and sustainability thanks to their defense mechanism in the bases, which is the ice towers and their nukes, plus the infinite amount of skeletons they can cast all the time after unit is dead. And nowadays the expansion can be taken on any maps almost without any problems by undeads because of the hero changes. And once the ice tower is up and the player has a decent micro on macro, especially macro, the game is over because you cannot really catch up with that. Like you as a night elf can counter expand, but he will already have way more gold than you have, and he's just gonna use 3 single buildings, the basic buildings. Like there's the basic building that's the strongest building in game for me, which is Undead's Crypt. It has an amazing gold unit, which some people say that are stupid, but yeah, give them upgrades and it's really strong unit, cheap, and worker unit. You need to remember that it's a worker unit. Then you got Fiends, which has an amazing piercing damage and are anti-air as well. And you got Gargs, which is air unit. So if you will build counter expansion as Night Elf against Undeads, for example, you will never be able to catch up with that because he already has that one building. There is that one crypt building from early game, just like the Ancient of War. And if you add gold mine to it and the second and third building, it's just basic economy. You cannot do that. You cannot win. Unwinnable, for real. Then, what else did we have there? Like, I don't want to speak about heroes like Crypt Lord or Dreadlord because they are broken themselves and I have that special place for them later on. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Like, Night Elf, the tier 1 units against Undead tier 1 units is just a dead supply. Plus the expansion. That's horrible. Now, another point that's wrong with the balance, just with the units, is that tier 1 units in Warcraft 3 can beat any tier 2 or tier 3 units. I really don't like the fact that the best strategy in, for example, professional scene, in let's say Night Elf against Orc, is that Night Elf just go all the time for tier 1 units. And it beats like most of the combinations of Orc units. Like unless the Orc plays like crazy and gets a perfect combination of Grunts, Shaman, early expansion with perfect harass and perfect defense and just prolonging the game until the point where he can really fight you. But it's stupid that you are, as a Night Elf, able to use only tier 1 units, because if you will go for anything else, you might either not reach it, and even if you will reach it, there are like not really a lot of good units to get before Orcs pushes you on tier 2. Again, in Night Elf matchup, let's say. And then there is like that other unit, Fiends, right? Fiends are for Undeads, the unit that's tier 1. It's a tier 1 unit, and they operate the whole game with tier 1 unit until the end. And like, again, people will tell you do bears, But yeah, they are destroyers. Or let's say I've been one set Dumas archers. Also to make tier 1 unit. You Dumas archers, coil, nova, impale, you're broken, dead. Yeah, but again, tier 2 hippo riders against fiends. There are still more units to come from undead, from that one first building before you will get hippo riders or even gargoyles. He will have gargoyles faster than night elf can have hippo archers because of that crypt building. And I think people don't realize that the crypt is a really strongest building in the game. And we've been talking with CrackerSnatcher, and I think it was even with Ricky, about those land hippogriffs that they would be able to fight as a melee unit, which would change a lot, and it would be really good, and that unit wouldn't be fucking useless. Now, again, at the same logic, this can be applied to maps with an easy expansion and Merc-shop. Like, let's say that you're playing Night Elf again against Human, and Human takes expansion on Echo Isles, let's say. He takes Expo. You will try to punish it, but on Echo Isles, you can't really punish it so quickly anymore with all those spells, nerfs, and stuff. Then he stays on tier 1, gets a second barracks, pumps up footies, buys those mercs, and there's a huge push incoming against Night Elf. And you as a Night Elf, you are trying to either stay on tier 1 and counter his army and expansion, but you really cannot do that because he's got double income and more buildings than you have. And if you try to tech, you are getting punished again. If you try to get yourself expo, you're getting punished as well. So yeah, those are the problems with units and buildings. Now we have problem with heroes. You got blind counters. Like, before patch 129, there wasn't really that thing like blind counters, because everybody was playing some standard meta, because a lot of heroes weren't just as good to use, because everybody like settled their own gameplay and it was like really skill against skill. But nowadays, you go Keeper of the Grove and opponents get Shadow Hunter, Snakes level 2, and your tier 1 Night Elf will get wrecked. Like, if you will play it well, you're just gonna get fucked by the Shadow Hunter. Or you can go Demon Hunter. Like, I had this experience. Let's say against Undead, people say that Demon Hunter is the best hero, and it was on that patch with Crypt Lord when everybody played Crypt Lord. So I go Demon Hunter, opponents get Crypt Lord. You will get there, but the expansion is already secured and you can't deal any damage. Or let's say you go Demon Hunter, opponents goes Priestess of the Moon, and Demon Hunter will have really fucking hard time. You go Warden, opponent gets Priestess of the Moon, and it's the Priestess of the Moon that will have troubles. And stuff like that can go in loops really, because it's just like one hero counters this hero counts this hero is stronger than this one. Like, I'm all for diversity in the games, that you don't have to use all the time the same thing. But like, these heroes are not like, let's say, one time better than the other one, but it's sometimes like 5 times better than that hero. You know, because that hero opens you up for a lot of things in overall strategy game, and it's really weird. So like, balance between hero doesn't really exist between heroes. And now let's point out my classic ranting, which is about Warden. Like, I spoke about this so many times, and I don't think it will be ever fixed, but yeah, Warden has broken spells. When you blink and use Shadow Strike at the same time when you blink already at the place and don't wait a little bit, you're gonna get your Warden stuck for 1 to 2 seconds. She's gonna be idle, she will not be attacking, she will be in an invisible wall, and it takes like 1 or 2 seconds before she takes actions again. And that happened like 50% of time for me. And that's just one broken thing with Warden. There are plenty of broken other things that are with Warden, like, for example, when you blink to some space, you hit Fan of Knives, and you will not really wait again 1 second. It will hit 0 units because it still counts you that you are in the fog of war, and it doesn't hit the units. Yeah, exactly, as Ricky says. And I don't know like why people are not complaining about this much, because it's really broken thing. There is another thing, I don't know, Ricky, if you know about it, like that they nerfed Warden, and I did not really know that they nerfed her, because they changed the Fan of Knives, like from on level 3 and level 2 Fan of Knives, they changed the hit targets from 6 to 5, and on level 1 it's just 4 targets hits. Warden cannot use spells against banished units. Yeah, Ricky, and they did that like long time ago already, like somewhere in March, what I was checking. Yeah, I'm 100% sure. Or you mean Lemesh's thing against the bashed units? Fog doesn't hit banished units. Yeah, to unit cap fog, it's changed. It's even on Wikipedia. Let me show you. Like, I didn't believe it myself, but it's like that. Look, Warden. And then guys just showed me, look. Unit cap 554. It's changed like a long time ago, Ricky, and I found out about this 1 month or 2 months ago. 2 months. 2 months ago. Yes, as Cat says. I don't know, but it's like one of those things that are changed from like, let's say the Necromancer's been changed as well. Wait, I'm gonna show you. Look. And yeah. You can see it over here. I mean, this is pretty much correct because we tested it before. Does it even matter? Yeah, because it was in the patch. It was somewhere in the patch in March. I googled it and I was searching for it, and it was like in one of those early patches after Reforged. No, Ricky, it's not true. Like, a lot of people now started to play Warden as well, a lot as Night Elves against Human. Then there is that thing that Warden has like a broken Fan of Knives, that it doesn't hit invisible units unless you reveal them, which is the only AoE that really does that. Then there's a problem with, what was it? Yes, with the Banish. Look, there is a problem with, but I'm gonna talk about those spells. Okay, I can talk about it right now. There are spells and abilities that don't make any sense. For example, Web from Fiends should not be autocasted since it's an ability. Purge should not prevent unit from being staffed. It should not. Anti-Magic Shell from Banshees is way too strong and makes your heroes useless figures, because it's for 180 seconds. And then, like, what is the point of Anti-Magic Shell and Banish? Because look, now you will have like... No, Impale can hit Invisible Hero. There is a like really weird thing with Anti-Magic Shell and Banish when you took it with Warden. Look at this. Banish protects you from any physical damage, and you receive more damage or heal by spells. Anti-Magic Shell prevents you from receiving any spell damage, but the effects of the spell still apply. That's strange, like, just when you read this, it's really weird. And then, when Warden has a Shadow Strike and Fan of Knives, which are both considered physical damage, except the Shadow Strike initial hit, why there is no damage on neither Anti-Magic Shell and Banish by Fan of Knives? I mean, why there is no damage on Anti-Magic Shell by Fan of Knives when it's a physical damage, and why there is like damage no damage from Shadow Strike, Initial Strike on Banish. I know it sounds really weird, but it's like... It's super strange and weird, and it works in a really wrong way. You know, like if you don't count Fan of Knives as spell, it should be hitting the units that have the anti-magic shell. It will not hit the Banish. The Banish will be hit by Shadow Strike. Because it's a... I don't know how to explain this. Yeah, of course, you take damage from Shadow Strike poison if you're banished, yes. But you do not take that when you have anti-magic shell, and you don't take any sort of damage, because the first one is physical again. The first strike is physical from the Shadow Strike, and the anti-magic shell blocks that as well. It's mind-blowing, really. Then you have maps. I don't like the fact that there are no new maps, except few, which are not even made by Blizzard. Some maps that are really in favor of some races and some heroes. That's not balance, that's favorism. There should be always a set map that will be good for anything and anyone. There is like one great example of this on Concealed Hill, which has no right to be in competitive maps, and that's the healing fountains. That's not supposed to be there. It's just not supposed to be in a competitive match. Like, tell me what you want, but no, not anymore. Also, on Concealed Hill, there is a diversity again with the top side of the map and the bottom side of the map. Because when you're Night Elf, on the bottom of the map, you can build a shop, you can build Ancient of War directly next to the shop and creep it. On the upper side of the map, you cannot do that. That's insta, like, this imbalance of the map. That brings me to creep spots. On a lot of maps, creep spots are a huge issue. There are a lot of nonsense and snare creeps that should work against air units, and only if you attack them, not when you just pass around. But it ensnares like in a really weird way, like units that are passing, not the units that are fighting and moving closely to the creep. It's really strange. This was the spells, and now, yeah, let's say last refuge. You got like I know I don't even have to talk about this, because Blizzard gave another official statement that the ladder and profile clans is coming in few months. They said this like 3 or 4 times already. Like, what do you wanna speak about with this? It's just that they gave up on the game and they are working really slowly. Maybe the fixes will come one day, but yeah, like, I have no belief anymore. And like with all this communication and stuff, it brings me to a game balance where the developers are listening to a handful of people. So, who wanted a Crypt Lord buff, items nerfs, and stuff like that in the latest patch? Like in the patch that came to nerf a little bit Crypt Lord, who wanted that patch? It was Back to Warcraft Remo. He made a Reddit thread, and because he's a fucking big shot somewhere on some Twitch channel, like, that's the way to listen and improve upon your community and your balance. That you will listen just to a single person that will blabber some bullshit about Crypt Lord not being used. That hero is used not as a first hero, that's what it was intended to. And then it proved that if they will buff something, he will be just too much overpowered. And I don't like the fact that Blizzard, like those 3 guys that are sitting there, are like, oh hey, look, let's say Danda just said that Warden has to make 5,000 damage by the ultimate spell. Oh, I think that it will be a great idea, you know. Nobody's using the ultimate spell of this hero. Let's just listen to him and make it. And like, the rest of the people that are still playing the game are ignored and nobody cares about it and nobody listens to them, that's a big fuck off, you know? There are no new maps done. That's what I was ranting about in the maps. I really appreciate the work of the map makers that made like all the maps that we are playing on ladder, but let's face it, for example, Brightwater Oasis is a map that's not on competitive level. That map is just a meme. It's so plain and simple and really not well done. It's not a good map. RB roasting. Oh, Blizzard. Yeah, again, Blizzard. Remember when people got buffed for 2 roaches and spooky roach spawns with skeletons in the same patch? Yeah, exactly, but it still does. It still does it on level 2. So you just need level 3 bug.
Our town is under attack.
Like, I've seen people quit Warcraft in past months. A lot of people. And I'm not really surprised. Because this is not balanced, and if anyone thinks that this is balanced, they are just out of their minds. Like, I took my step back from Warcraft, and you know that I disagreed, let's say, with Ricky always about human being OP in some sort against Night Elf, but when you come back to the game, which you did not play, let's say, for a month or more, and if you don't have as some race more skill than the other race, then you're just gonna get wrecked easy. Like, there's just that this imbalance between races, that some requires more skill to beat the lesser skill guy with some race. And I really don't like that. That's not a balance. There's just a bunch of tryhards playing, being like better than each other. And yeah, but they should balance it, like, you know, that there are even gaps in competitive players, that like some guy is better than the other one, and that's why he can win over that other race. But then you have like a bunch of semi-professional guys, and you can always see that they are not able to win against that race, just the ones that are way better players. No, so let's not do it like by the normal people anyways, but like at least by some semi-pro level. Yeah, see, that's that. Because Night Elf was OP. Exactly. Then I wanted to say that I really appreciate those Warcraft 3 champions guys, and they did really a good job. But it's really not still anything official from Blizzard, and it doesn't fix the base game, which is still buggy at sometimes. Like, some modes are unplayable, the servers are unstable. So yeah, that's like that rating of the game itself. And now let me talk a little bit about the community and why I don't want to like so much invest time anymore and play the game. Like, if I would just describe the community of Warcraft, it's fucking toxic. Like, it is. If you realize it and you just go to the like core of the community that's Warcraft, and I don't mean like something, let's say like grubby or you cannot count even, what's the name of the guy, that the Muslim. You just leave those communities inside because it's just their own like environment. It's people that are more like StarCraft 2 players and Heroes of the Storm and just grubby fans. And we cannot really like put them. That's it. Just look at the core. The community is small if you count those channels out. I will get to that impulse. And it's filled with tryharding people and toxic fandom. People love to whine about a lot of things. I do that as well right now, right here, right? I whine about it, but I need to because I feel it's really not well done. And I don't think that I ever whined about Warcraft this much when it was like that pre-patch at 128. Like, there were some things that needed to be fixed that I wasn't complaining that hard. For example, I don't like those people that are complaining even now about reforged graphics. Like, dude, okay, it's not really good for competitive, but there is nothing in the world that will change it right now. So just get over it and stop talking about it. You know, you can still play the old one, so stick with the old one.
I hear the summons. You seek me help?
Then there are some tournaments which I just saw like lately on Twitter, and I think this is like mega toxic for like a healthy game. That there are tournaments being hosted by some like not official hosts for tournaments, and they have like insane goals for the prizes. Like I just seen one that is set for $1,000, and if they will not fill it, then they will just charge back those money to the people and nothing will happen. Like, what the fuck is this? You know, like, you should just set some goal. If you want to have a tournament, it doesn't freaking matter if it will be for 1k exactly. Like, what the hell? This is like what I don't really like. You know, why are you even doing it then if you are doing it just for that 1k exactly? And anyways, why would I like sponsor some 1k to a tournament for the same people, and when I know who will fucking win the tournament and it's gonna be happy? Because people don't change and they never stop playing the game. But never mind. Moving on next, like, why is the toxic for the most part that are the Twitch... wait, I need to somehow read this sentence. Aha. For me, like, the toxicity, it's not like that people are evil to each other in game and stuff like that. That's not what I meant, because that's like in any other game, right? Like every game is toxic. Everywhere you have people that are screaming at each other and being cancer and shit like that. But I really don't like when you have a Twitch channel. Even that's happening like even on my channel sometimes, when somebody comes, or like on other channels, that you are playing 1v1 with some guys and somebody comes and he doesn't even know against whom are you playing. And suddenly like he starts to rank like, oh my god, this is such a trash player, just wrecked him, he's such a noob, and he's being so insulting against your opponent. There's like zero fucking honor to that, and like no morals at all. Like if you do this, like every single time, like let's say I played, when was it, some time ago against, it was against Itzcon like 1 month and a half ago, and somebody came and he was just really crashing a lot. And you must be a fucking idiot when you have this urge to trash talk your opponent. Like in Twitch channel. Like, there are like those other reasons in games which I was saying, that people are racist, blah blah blah, like they think it's funny and they are really insultive, but whatever. Whatever, that's okay, but what is toxic about this is that you hate some person because he plays some kind of a race in a game. Like, you are being hateful towards a person. Like, you are playing a certain race in a fucking video game. And like, you're being hated for to play something. You know, like, you're playing this race and you're like, okay, we can make fun of it, of course, but sometimes those people are just out of their fucking mind. Like, there are those people that spam toxic, that threats against the shits, blah blah blah, but whatever. That's everywhere. You cannot hide from that, it's internet. And now... Horse lore versus battle inversions, lol. And this brings me to the biggest, like, toxic problem for me from Twitch and Warcraft together.
Our allied town is being attacked.
And that's this one. There is, like, on Twitch, and everybody knows this, it's called networking, like on any social media or anywhere. And networking at Warcraft 3 streams, just, it's not networking, but the right name there is fucking ass licking. Like, throughout the 3 years of my streaming on Twitch, in 90%, even maybe more, of melee Warcraft 3 streamers, it's just this, it's fucking ass licking each other. And it's disappointing, you know, like to see this stuff. I would understand that there will be some kind of a like cooperation between two streamers. Like, let's say, look, when I started to stream and before these ass fucking leakers came to stream again after the patches, there was like, let's say, Sabby streaming, or there was Ricky streaming. And you think that I hosted Ricky because he was like ass licking me the whole day? No, I fucking did not even know that guy. I just played against him in on a Battle.net game, and I was like, hey, this guy is streaming because somebody told me in the chat, and I was like, oh nice, I'm just gonna host him after I finish. And that's why you cooperate and make friends. You don't do it by this what I'm gonna read next. Like, there are people since 2 years ago and something maybe, I don't know exact time, that they are going through every freaking Twitch channel and they are writing you meaningless stuff and donating like 1 bit and following you and refollowing you. And I'm not joking about it, follow and refollow. I just don't want to like right now name people on stream, but the guy has like, let's say, an average 100 and 100 something people, so it's not a really small channel and it's really not super huge channel, but he's known in the community. But yeah, he's like, he followed me and refollowed me for about like 6 or 7 times in total throughout his streaming like entrance on Twitch, just so his fucking name is seen. Imagine like being like that. Or there was one guy that was always like coming, and other guys as well, and they donate like 1 bit so their name is fucking seen. And it's a real asshole move. And it's not like people that are super big, like those one that I was naming before. It's not people with thousands of guys. And it's like these medium-sized, like if you count it for Warcraft, like around 100 people is a medium-sized Twitch channel. It's like filled with fucking fake positivity all the time. And a lot of acting and the ass licking between each other. And towards the big channels. And it happened to me, as I said, it happened to me, but it did not happen to me, for example, as it was happening on Dot's stream, especially at Dot's. And it happens like a lot in Back to Warcraft, like with the emote spams, when you cannot really spam them, and like letting your name there and shit like that. So cooperation doesn't fucking mean ass licking. And that's that. I didn't see like licking Grubby's ass, but like at Dots and Back to Warcraft there's a lot of ass licking going.
Someone call for the doctor. Precisely.
Don't worry. Be
So yeah.
happy.
I'll follow and unfollow again now. But yeah, dude, that's like my take and the review. Why, like, I basically don't want to play it and like want to take that step back, really. Like, it was bothering me for a long time. And yes, Dot is actually that one guy that is interested in the scene.
Right away.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Yes, agreed with Warsong. Yeah, he did remember that. And yeah, I will really, as I said, I'm not gonna name those people that are ass licking, but it's like that one new wave of players that came to Twitch after Blizzard announced the patch and all of them started to stream. Like, there are some, of course, that are not doing it. Oh, they even are. Like, I remember that even that guy did it. Now you can make a picture.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Right away.
Yeah, Ricky was small back then, exactly. But it was epic that the guy did it. Badito followed. He needed to do it. But dude, like, that's Badito, because Badito is fucking MVP, so big shout out to Mr. Badito. Or go follow Badito.
We're under attack.
What you want me to do?
MVP boy, we love you. This is the fun that I'm talking about. I mean, yeah. I can confirm that, Sabi. I can confirm that I slept with that sex man.
I hear the summons.
We slept in the same bed. It's gone as well. Nice.
Work complete.
Oh boys, but yeah, that's like the whole take and the review that I wanted to do for a long time. I didn't record it because I don't care anymore about like that game so much that I used to care really, because you know everything that happened like in past years for that Lemesh.
Be happy.
Bastards.
What?
Grip only to work up free streamer? I don't know. Like it's for some people that really loves that trolling. It's a content, right? I don't mind. I don't care. Hearts for you.
We're under attack.
Oh, Lemesh and you as well. You couldn't just resist. Edox OG, exactly. But yeah, I hope that you at least agree with some of my points. Maybe you will disagree with some points.
We're under attack.
Yeah, but look, like, now imagine that I was talking about the guys. Yeah, Danda is real as well, I hope I'm real in your eyes. But these two that you just mentioned, they weren't on my list. They were not on my list. Like those which I was saying, with the ass licking and stuff.
Our allied town is being attacked.
I used to play Rocket League.
Storm's coming. I hear the summons. Right away.
Is it Itzcon's favorite game? No way.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Yeah, car soccer, but it's good, man. Like that game really requires a lot of skill. That's a game that requires skill. Really, it does. See Lemesh? Yeah.
Our allied town is being attacked.
I mean, I hope I really fall down to that part where I was at least a real, right? Holding up to my standards. I don't know, man. I don't want to play Rocket League. Yes, I hate soccer as well, but I do appreciate the game as well. But man, I really don't like feel playing it. That's one of the games. No, I play only on PS4 with controller. We somehow made it. We were playing against you with Crank, weren't we? I don't know against whom did we play with Crank, if you remember. But we made like 2v2, or we were supposed to play, me and Crank against you, and you somehow went for competitive online, something like that. And video wanna see? Of course.
Our allied town is being attacked.
You are not real until you got rank 14.
I hear you.
How many days to go?
We're under attack.
Badito. Yeah, you played with Dumphy, definitely it was Dumphy. What up, Mr. Akali? How are you, buddy?
Our allied town is being attacked. I'd love
You are just talking a lot, and watching some videos, at least 90 days. Holy shit! Wait, let's see the video that Hansi just sent. 12 to 15 weeks, it's still long. Remember when you were try hard for a and you found out what we're gonna nerf? Yeah, you mean like 2 months ago? Ricky did not believe me right now that it got nerfed. Like we found out like 2 or 3 months ago, but it was nerfed for some time, and that's why like it was feeling weird all the time. A 2.5 hour Zoom class. Damn, boy, you're taking it with honesty, those classes. Yeah, man, I'm happy that you are like... You immediately joined us and stick around, that's amazing. I appreciate people like that, Akali. Like, you made absolutely my day yesterday when we were playing Remnant and you just stick around all the time, all day long. That's an achievement as a streamer. Wait, let's see the video that Hansi sent. Take a break from talking. Coding classes. Well, I was supposed to do one assignment because it's just like me, Death Note, like the other Warcraft 3 Melee streamer, one Japanese guy, and we are taught by Dividends. And I wasn't really ready yesterday and I forgot about it, but we were learning about loops in JavaScript.
Right
and I
away.
need to go through the replay a couple of times before I will fully understand it. Like I get the concept, but man, like it requires a lot of training.
Bingo.
I already watched the video, but I can do it. I mean, that Bring Me the Horizon. After this one, we're gonna listen to it.
Gladly. We're under attack. They are good. Amen. Precisely. Ishnu Torah. We're complete.
It's so cute.
Right away. We're under
Yes, it is beginner stuff.
We're complete.
I mean, I started learning it like we had like, I don't know, 4 or 5 lessons.
They are shush. Amen.
Spooked.
And romantics. Some people believe in the supernatural, and others don't.
No, stop with those languages. Stop with that languages. That will be something after, because like, first I have this for free by dividends, and I do nothing. I just listen and do some assignments, and like it's just from the first time, because dividends is a developer from Austria and he's successful with it, and he knows what he's talking about, and he's a self-learner, so that's why I want to learn it by him. So if anything, like if I will just learn anything else after, okay, but like, you know, like one step at a time. And yeah, C++ is definitely outdated, like from what I read. The way I can see my face. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm running away. I think that I seen these though. They will surprise me. Yeah.
The mother and the grandmother of the Cooper family with 2 kids was taken.
You should know what. Wait, let's see.
That'll be good choice, man.
We're gonna see it after.
During a celebration in their new house in Texas. At the moment the photograph was taken, the family
Like
didn't
this?
see anything unusual.
I mean,
but when the photo was developed,
if I would have such
they
a
saw
picture,
someone falling or hanging.
if I would be living in this house and got a picture like this, I would just fucking sell the house, travel across the continent, and live in a tent. Because this is just horrible.
Discovery, isn't it?
That'll be good choice, man. You seek me help?
Number 9, scary commercial.
Which scary commercial? I don't know this
A
one.
couple of years ago, a strange video emerged on the internet.
Our town
In the
is
clip,
under
you could
attack.
see a woman standing alone in the room when suddenly a chair started moving on its own.
Right away. Do you want axe?
As the terrified woman tried to escape out of the room, tables and chairs blocked her way to the exit door. This video got millions of views and provoked a serious debate. Was it an earthquake or a poltergeist?
How she just gave up?
In fact,
that would be me. Look at her. I mean, this is just that classic. I mean, pentagram around the house and offer the spirit to sacrifice. Yeah, not asking the ghosts, Pepans. But look, this, you know, like when you think about something that can be fake, like this is the closest thing that it's not fake, because this is probably how a lot of people would react and how I would definitely react. Because when something scares the shit out of you, you just wanna like cover your face and not see the thing and just get like, you know, close to yourself. And look how she gave
or a
up.
poltergeist?
She just fucking gave up. It's like I don't wanna have this anymore. That's it. Over. Get away from me.
In fact, the answer turned out to be much more simple. It was just a commercial for the Malaysian movie.
It's commercial. Fuck me. Fuck commercial.
You seek me help?
Number 8, the brown lady.
Right away.
Brown lady. That's somehow I call the thing at the toilet.
Who do you want to kill? Our allied town is being attacked.
This is one of the most famous and controversial ghost pictures. It was first revealed in Country Life magazine in 1936.
I love you.
It is believed
this is
that in
total
this
monk,
photo,
guys.
we see Dorothy Walpole, also known as Brown Lady because of the brown dress she apparently wears. Her husband suspected
Who
her.
wears a brown dress?
of cheating and imprisoned her in Raven Hall for life. After Dorothy's death, there have been numerous reports of seeing her ghost. Some critics consider this picture to be fake. However, there is still no proof for such suggestions.
This is not a computer game, this is a browser game. You just go to a link to start playing the game immediately.
No, you fucking don't. I don't have
Number 7,
a ad
Dancing
block
Demon.
on Google Chrome.
This photo made many sensitive people scared. It was taken from a viewing monitor in the nursery's room. The legend
Not at
says
all
that it was a
basically.
demon standing on top of the patient who died a few hours after this picture appeared.
I think this is just a cat when you give him enough ganja. Like, you know, he just transforms.
Seriously, you can clearly see a dancing demon on the patient's
I don't know
face,
what
right?
this is.
It turns out that it was nothing more than just an illusion. What looks like a demon's leg
Illusion. There's no proof this is fake. Yeah. But man.
is the patient's leg. The hip is the bed handrail. The head with the upper part of the body is a bunch of medical waste.
Medical waste.
Imagination can sometimes play quite a trick.
Medical waste. Okay.
Number 6. Faces in the water.
So basically, a huge brown stuff is from now medical waste.
This picture was taken on the oil tanker SS Watertown in 1924. It sailed from California to New York. On the way, 2 members of the crew, James Courtney and Michael Meehan, died tragically.
Our town is under attack.
After the service,
It's funny how always these places have like some tragic story from it. But man, I don't know. This is like water. I need to see like the full picture, but this is like a huge ass fucking face, no? If this is a 3, the faces are too big.
and decided to bury them at sea. So you can probably imagine the horror when the next day the crew saw their faces in the water right next to the ship. There are many theories about these haunting faces, but there is not even a single piece of proof.
Again, no proof.
Our town is under attack.
Number 5. UFO.
No, don't fuck with these. That's Hitler. Never fuck with
This
this.
photo was taken in 1962, and nobody has managed to prove that it's fake. In 1978, the Central Intelligence Agency declassified hundreds of documents concerning unidentified flying objects.
No, never fuck with UFOs.
This photo was published among other materials.
Never.
To this day, there are multiple witnesses of UFOs all over the world.
That's like
Numerous
number
stories.
one rule. Never do anything connected to UFO, because then you will be just fucking paranoid all the time and you're gonna be scared by every little shit happening. But yeah, like some of these are fake, but some of them are real.
Is about aliens.
This
So
I have no
who
idea.
knows? Maybe they are true. What do you think?
Thanks, Edo.
Leave your points of view in the comments. Number 4. Ghost in the back seat.
Oh no. I'm happy I don't have a car.
This photo was taken by Mabel Chinnery in 1959. She and her husband were going to visit her mother in the cemetery, and Mabel wanted to take a picture of her husband in the car.
Okay. Edux says bless you. Thank you.
After she printed the photo, she saw her mother in the back seat.
Happy Edux.
One of the experts who had examined this picture claimed that it's completely genuine. On the same year, the mysterious photo was printed on the pages of Parade magazine. There are various theories and assumptions about this strange incident, but the truth is still unknown.
Backseat in gaming, yeah. Somebody probably pranking.
Number 3. Stranger in the aircraft. This photo was taken on a military fleet base in Somerset, England in
Wait, is this the Queen of England before she became the creature she is now?
1987.
I think it is. She traveled through space and time.
Was alone, but later she said she had been quite cold despite her weather that day. She found someone else sitting next to her in this picture. There is still no solid proof whether this photo is real or fake.
You know that the joke Impulsive when God speaks to Adam in the paradise and tells him everything, and then Adam asks, and who is this old lady out here, pointing out to the Queen of England, and God says, I don't know, she was here when I came here already.
Could have been just a trick of the light, but it still looks rather spooky.
Hi, I'm Brad Callen, and in this video, I'm going to show you how anyone can quickly and easily create doodle videos.
You wanna kill?
Lizard people.
Number 2, Ghost.
Yeah, nice. It's amazing impulse.
This photo is considered to be one of the creepiest.
Is it the ghost?
Police took a picture of the author of the movie Change. He later confessed that he didn't see anything special about the photo, which you can clearly see the front of the ghost. There were many speculations.
I just see the guy from Scary Movie.
When controversy surrounded this photo, research has shown that it was real and
Those are real.
Number 1, Scary Japanese.
Scary Japanese girl.
They said this photo is the strange angle of the woman's head and the expression on her face scared a lot of people and provoked debates on many forums dedicated to paranormal things. However, as the picture started to become more and more popular on the internet, it turned out to be fake. The real video was found where it is clear that the girl just smiled for the camera. Which one of these pictures terrified you the most? Tell us in the comments below. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the like button below the video.
Man, did you hear that thing from the flat earthers? That Australia doesn't exist and it's just like paid actors and shit. And they are going with these conspiracy theories too far away. Australia now doesn't exist and all of them are paid actors. Like holy fucking holy. You cannot come up with that shit. Yes? Is this it?
You wanna kill?
If they are 10 flat, why aren't you bending? Oh my god. Finland is a conspiracy theory by Russia and Japan fish the Baltic Sea.
Our allied town is being attacked! Our hero has been slain. Who'd you wanna kill?
I like his chin. It's a manly chin.
Our allied town is being attacked!
Wait, did he say flaps?
You sick me head?
I know I hear our flaps. Alright, hear our flaps.
Caesar spent his political career quickly rising through the ranks of the Republic.
It can be that. Angry ramen.
But it was not a life lacking in tragedy. Suffering the losses of but he didn't let
I know it's where the flaps are coming from, like that's true. But I thought that it's like something else that he's saying, but he said really flaps probably.
Where you want me to go? Our allied town is being attacked!
Caesar ran for and easily won the election for Pontifex Maximus, as well as one for becoming a president, an office lower only to the consul, by then a senator named Cicero, belonging to the many Italians Romans civilized in the past. Being a skilled orator and
plebeians, yes. And what were the others? Plebeians and...
Who you want me to kill?
And what was the other? Okay, I forgot.
Cicero conflicted with Caesar over the Catiline presidency. He was basically just some bitter popularis who, after losing the election for consul twice,
patricians, yes, thank you.
Our allied town is being attacked. To execute all conspirators without trial, but Caesar refused to partake in such a tyrannical act. And then Cato the Younger, an insufferable faggot, rose to speak in support of Cicero, helping him.
What did he just say? I will not repeat that, but what did he just say?
Cato the Younger, an insufferable faggot, rose to speak in support of Cicero, helping him pass
my
the
fucking
Caesar
god.
with armed guards of all things. Caesar left
Oh,
that
this
meeting
is really
feeling
uncut, man.
disgust. His worst fears about the Senate all but confirmed. His next step was to set his procurator in Hispania Ulterior.
Oh my god.
Being hailed by his legions and gaining the right track.
I'm not gonna repeat it, but yeah. He said the F word.
It helps to know that Caesar was by then fucking Cato's sister on a daily basis, so that explains his behavior. Never when an Oreo removed, Caesar gave up his right to violence and was
Do something. Absolutely. Let's be flat. Yes, sir. More videos coming, nice. Man, imagine like how this was really easy back in the day. You just had to be like voted by people, and then all you were doing was order. It was nothing complicated like making trades and shit like that. You just took what you want. And then penis. Sexy boy.
He was too busy outdoing around 300,000 Gauls, which Caesar dealt with by building a fortress on a hill beside a river.
Yeah, this was the biggest, like, fucked up thing that the Gauls really did. Those fucking plebs lost this just because they attacked. I mean, come on, you should have just let him starve, man. But no, we must attack.
Ditches, walls, the Belgates prepared to attack. Jumped into the fray, killing countless Gauls by himself, and single-handedly shaping his legions until all the barbarians were surrounded and killed. Caesar then took his chance to return to his provinces, meeting with his fellow triumvirs in the Lucca Conference, where they agreed to have Pompey and Crassus run for council to extend his governorship, and give themselves the provinces of Hispania and Syria.
He gave me the finger.
Future Emperor's great grandfather, and the other individuals of the fall for it for 1 second. Only a fool would.
9?
It was only after the scouts were attacked that Caesar ordered his leaders to expel them from Gaul, killing hundreds of thousands of Germans along the way. Not that it was
Holy moly. I didn't know that, like, he was first attacked by Germans. I thought that, like, first Rome went to Germany. That's cool. New things that I learned.
An unknown island that was sending supplies to rebelling tribes in Gaul. Caesar would lead 2 separate invasions of Britain. In the first one, his fleet was scattered in a storm, his plebeian troops were almost too cowardly to make an amphibious attack, and all Caesar found in the island were forests, unpredictable storms, and worst of all, Britons. He was banished though, and after saving a few centuries that got stranded
Always
in hostile
aggressive,
Arabian
yes.
lands, he set to try again, now invading with 27,000 men, running a vicious campaign against Cassivelados, whom he defeated in battle. But in the end, all he got was more trees, more storms, and a lot of Britons. An improvement, sure, but still. He set sail back
Fuck
to
this
Gaul,
island, yeah.
wanting to leave
I just wanted to
Britain
say.
uncivilized.
Our
For
town
another
is
day.
under
So what was the situation in Gaul when he arrived? Chaos. Absolute chaos. An entire legion had been tricked into an ambush, and another 2 were engaged in battle. And then a messenger arrived, telling Caesar that not only was Cato doing everything in his power to revoke his army leadership, but that Caesar's only daughter Julia was dead, thus breaking his familial ties to Pompey. On top of all that, Crassus and his son had been killed by the Parthians in Carrhae, who had now stolen their evil standards.
Be angry.
Caesar, being
Be
Caesar,
angry.
was to revolt regardless. He would return once again to the provinces to administer them, and perhaps have a bit of peace. Later receiving another letter from Labienus. Make a guess. Yes, bloody chaos again. Caesar gathered his forces, dealing with a Gaulic army that was nearing Naples, and then traveling disguised as a Gaul to
Dude, he traveled more than anyone of us. Holy shit.
He later learned that the whole thing was being orchestrated by a united Gaulish uprising, led by Vercingetorix, who would face Caesar at 3 events. Firstly, in the brewing siege of America, the Romans had to build a ramp. It was raining, it was muddy, they were starving, it was sick. After they climbed the walls, they slaughtered the entire city's population, and no one can say it wasn't justified. Then they met at Euboea, where Vercingetorix personally resided.
He was the first in defense,
Caesar's
Yeah.
allies kept fucking switching sides. The final engagement happened at Alesia, and it's just the most hilarious thing. So Caesar had recently chased Vercingetorix to the city of Alesia, and instead of taking it, they built an entire wall.
Oh yeah, this is the fight that I remember.
Walls showed up, and what did Caesar do? He built another set of walls around him. Vercingetorix
This is
tried
amazing
everything in
fight.
his power to break out, having the cavalry charge in, which Caesar killed off, throwing all the soldiers at one point simultaneously, only to be repelled by Marcus Antonius, more on him later, and of course, attacking at all directions at once. They eventually did breach the walls, only to find themselves facing a Roman testudo in front, and Caesar's Germanic cavalry.
The donkeys.
Yes, Germans. Caesar scared even them into submission. Our town is being attacked! Years later, the survivors would mount a revolt against Caesar. He was defeated, of course, and Caesar was inclined to pardon him. But once he learned that the Senones, the tribe responsible for sacking Rome long ago were the ones revolting,
Yeah, barbarians,
he
man.
lost all of his compassion, having all the rebel men rounded up and all of their hands chopped off, and releasing them back to the not only punishing
Holy
them,
shit.
but reminding them that Rome was their
Hands are chop
and
chop.
so forever avenging the Gaulish sacrifice. In the honor of Camillus, let's see those casualties.
Man, that was hard.
Someone call for the doctor. 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 Our town is under attack.
Who'd you want to kill?
We're complete. We're under attack. We're complete.
1 million. Man, I always like. See, this just like really proves you that like we know so little about the history anyways and about all the towns and shit, because when it's like 1 million people killed in just war like in some Roman time. It's too much somehow. I imagine like really too much.
We're under attack! Our ally needs our
Wars?
help!
No, dude. Like World War II was how many people? Like 200 million, 300 million.
Work complete.
He did a genocide. Nice. Good for him.
Tell me I said. Work complete. Right away. Nothing more. Can't build it. Our town is under attack. We're under attack.
Here. 70 to 85 million people.
Feels really fucking good. But as good as genocide having them elect several chieftains of the plebs, try to extend
hearing the plebs thing.
Cato and company, of course, were screeching at driving further and further against Caesar with their lies and deception, being more ready against friend. Nevertheless, Caesar still tried to reach a peaceful agreement by sending Marcus Antonius to Rome. Just as they were on the verge of a resolution, Cato completely chipped out, ruining the whole negotiation. The tensions rising gave Pompey full power over Rome. It was a fateful night when Caesar received the He started to face the difficulty. He could either surrender to Pompey and let Cato's senators continue
But he will say fuck that.
decline, or he could take up arms, march on Rome and Sicily, and restore Rome to the right path. And then he realized it wasn't a hard choice at all, ordering his legions to cross the Rubicon. Meanwhile, back in Gaul, the being was legions. And when he received the news, unable to understand the necessity of forceful change,
Caesar's revolt.
Leaving Gaul and joining up Pompey's forces. Was feeling his shoulder as Caesar approached Rome with just one legion, choosing to fight the Senate throne. A guy named Domitius tried to delay Caesar midway at Corfu, but his troops betrayed him, joining Caesar's side, who then targeted
Easy.
Caesar failed to catch Pompey in time, as they held up in Condicium until they sailed away to Greece, leaving Italy in Caesar's control.
But he got him after, right?
Installing Marcus Antonius in power and okay, alright, Mark Antony. Happy? God, it's a hate these conversations. Alright, back to the Civil War. With the Civil War having just begun, Caesar immediately set towards dealing with Pompey's legions in Hispania, defeating them at the Battle of Ilerda, having all regions inspired. Sometimes he would come back to fight him, and I'm not just talking about the legions, they tried to take him, but he was just ignored. After a strong defeat and 3 lost legions, one of Caesar's veteran legions actually revolted, but a single threat of decimation was enough to calm them down. We can thank Crassus for that. Caesar was an elected dictator for a senator named Lepidus, who will
And this just shows you like how people are fucking, you know, unpredictable all the time. They will either follow you or stab you in the back. Monka ass, I'm looking at you.
next video.
Guys, don't stab me in the back.
We're under attack! As he was about to
all of them. Noobs.
Cicero and Brutus.
Rome too good.
Strong. Cato's sister and Adela's
What the fuck was written there? Look at it. Cut off.
Remember how Caesar was fucking Cato's sister on a daily basis? Yeah,
Oh my god.
Speaking of Cato, he went to Africa to raise a new army and continue being a cunt, while Pompey fled to Egypt to do the same. Caesar went after Pompey first, as he was regarded as his old friend. And as he was received by the Egyptians, he was greeted with Pompey's head, which struck Caesar deep, lost in both sorrow and anger. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
We're under attack!
Consumed by rage, Caesar brought down his troops into the city, taking over the royal
Answer
palace
it
and
said.
by then revolted population.
Yeah, they had my back.
Before we get to Cleopatra, by the way, the archetypal foreign seductress comes and a reincarnation of that.
Listen to it, what is he saying? He said the Romans went into the carousel and came out strong warriors. Yes.
Cleopatra, by the way, the archetypal foreign seductress comes
Once more.
We're under attack!
And a reincarnation of that.
I never played it, but I understand understand why is it so popular.
But once the reincarnation of Dido met with Aeneas' direct descendant, she immediately fell in love with the divine. And Caesar just so happened to need a common concern. Let's take this chance to see how Mark Antony is doing in Rome.
Our town is under attack! We're under attack! Our hero
Back to it. To help him out, Caesar sent several letters to his allies.
Slow down, we're
I didn't know that.
Like a boss pays off a cheap
Our
war.
town is under attack!
But here's the deal. Remember that other son that had betrayed Mithridates and made him kill himself? Yeah, he was now rebelling against Rome and trying to restore his father's kingdom. Thing is, he was just as cowardly as his brother. For once he heard Caesar was marching on him, he immediately searched but was promptly ignored.
Shut your big mouth.
Battle of Zela, where Pharnaces would idiotically charge at Caesar. I mean, seriously, he just charged the bull. Needless to say that he was killed and the campaign was over in what? 5 days? 20 witty wiki, as Caesar said. Arriving back in Italy, Caesar had Mark Antony cut down the lions for a bit.
Card game?
And guess what?
Or
he had
video
another
games?
veteran legion with gold. And this time Caesar just granted them dispensation. They couldn't bring themselves to desert their divine veneration, so decided to follow him to Africa, where he jumped into the sand and grazed the land. There he would face not only Cato, but a corrupted Scipio, the Numidian king Juba, and Labienus once again.
Labienus.
But then Caesar had got himself a
Never had the
Scipio,
chance.
and now the tables were even. The battle itself would have been a stalemate, had the enemy's elephants not crashed into their own troops, causing enough confusion to have them all slaughtered. After this defeat, both Scipio and Juba would kill themselves, and Cato, unwilling to live in a world led by that sister fucker Caesar, he stabbed himself, but failed to die. He just kept carrying out his intestines until he passed out. A painful death for a painful death. Labienus, on the other hand, just went to Spain to fight.
That cannot be true. Is it true?
Our town is
Imagine failing and stabbing yourself.
Being elected
He was loser from the beginning till the very end.
Years, and being awarded a total of 4 triumphs. One for genociding the Gauls, another for making Egypt his big, the first one for his son's place, and another one for making Cato kill himself. Caesar then shared his fortunes with all
money,
awarding each soldier 1 silver talent and every citizen 4 months' worth of wages. And most importantly, refilling the Senate with his veteran centurions, allied Italian elites, and a host of civilized Gauls. Because, thanks to him, no existed. On top of all that, Caesar also changed the Roman calendar to compensate for the there was something about it.
Sextus, I like that name.
Caesar would be joined by his great nephew, his bravery and loyalty greatly impressed his brother. We'll learn him later. A lot more. But nonetheless, we can finally say the Civil War was over. Caesar returned Rome a hero, celebrating a final triumphal march, having saved the Republic from the parasites within. Even so,
Yeah, Octavianus Augustus, I know.
there were still many threats
I know.
with. Parthians remained unpunished after killing Crassus and stealing his eagle standards. The Black Sea steppes were a lawless gateway for invading Eastern barbarians. And above all, the Germanic question had not yet been answered. Even with all these threats, Caesar was named dictator for life by the Senate. He immediately started preparations for his Spartan campaign. Only the great Romans of the past could see Caesar now. Camillus, Cincinnatus, Drusus, yes, Drusus, the hero whose descendant
These
Caesar
cunts.
loved unconditionally. The one he had pardoned after allied with Pompey and Caesar's last living child.
Imagine just those voiceovers.
He is too powerful. Yes, we must do something about it. He'll make himself a king.
Yet another patrician casualty of senatorial corruption and deception. Brutus was used as
You woost iron killers and side, Brutus.
The Civil the war might have ended.
Our town is under attack!
The final affront happened at Lupercalia, a festival that celebrated the founding brothers of Rome.
I got the job.
Yes.
Welcome back, Lamech.
We're complete.
Until he found a crown laying on the ground. Seeking to piss off the Senate, he insisted on giving the crown to Caesar, knowing well that he would refuse. Twice more he tried, but Caesar just wouldn't have it. He was disgusted by the idea of his moment, for he knew that no king ruled Rome, but Jupiter himself. The crowds cheered for their hero. Just as his unrivaled accomplishments in Republican virtue made him popular in the crowd, so had the edge of the
Again, these.
My machine is better than me.
Even more so,
Virginus.
unable to bear the thought of Caesar returning to Rome triumphant once more, a conspiracy was born, led by a senator named
Oh, these fuckers.
at his side.
Someone call for the doctor. Someone call for the doctor. Someone call for the doctor. Someone call for the doctor.
So did Cassius Claudius, with the endless lies and deceptions at their disposal, arrogantly calling themselves the liberators, waiting a day for the deed, the Ides of March. The gods perceived the conspiracy unfolding and took it upon themselves to warn Henry's descendant on his fate. Before leaving for his final Senate meeting, his wife told him of a dream where he was covered in blood. His friends reported the arrival of many evil women. Mars himself showed up to straight up warn him. His own trouble Caesar making him delay his departure. Until Decimus Brutus showed up, who had already
What does it make you wonder about? Because I have answer, like if it's a thing I think, you think. Yeah, that's the best boss ever.
The Senate had been relocated to
why is it like the most accurate, and how come that he knew everything like that? Well, it's because that you know that there's that legend from, how is it called? The Arthur, the guy with the sword with that in Britain, right? Like.
We're complete. Vengeance for Surgeon. Anything you want.
And I don't know how is it in English. It's Arthur. It has to be just Arthur, the King Arthur, the legend. Like it's from the time, like when the Roman Empire was kind of crumbling. Yeah, because there was like a huge, how to call it? Not a library, but the Romans that were like after with that King Arthur, they stored somewhere like a lot of freaking documents from the Roman Empire, including statues and shit, and it was in Britain. So if somebody found it and wrote a story based upon that, or stories based upon that, like, you know, anything can happen.
We're complete. We're complete. We're under attack.
Because a lot of things were just stored there, since that the library in Alexandria was fucked. And like nobody had anything there. Rome was sacked, so nothing could have been found there. But a lot of things were in Britain.
We're complete.
Like when they were fleeing, and the King Arthur was, if he was real, I mean he was probably real, and he did not have a divine sword and shit like that. But he was like some kind of a descendant from some captains of Romans, whatever, you know, and he just like settled down with the survivors from that whole shitstorm that was happening. And yeah, a lot of things from Rome were found in Britain, like including a lot of Britain form artifacts. So maybe like that dude had really some connection, and he got those pergaments. I will find it in the chat. Give me a sec.
Amen. Gladly.
Uh-oh. You got the stubble.
And then it began.
Research complete.
26 times. 26 times the senator stabbed Caesar, but still couldn't bring him down. He refused to die. He refused to let the Republic be destroyed by those traitors. But who was among those traitors?
We're under attack.
Vengeance for Caesar. Proved the only one to be fatal.
Vengeance for complete.
Weapons.
After a lifetime of spilling blood and sweat for the sake of the living, was now treacherously murdered. Now, with the rebellion spiraling to chaos, with the lighter drum continue fading. That's
Precise.
the
Our town is
Yeah,
under
26
attack.
times.
Was there a hero to take Caesar's place? Rome,
We're under
these were all
attack.
crashes of the divine age. The age of Augustus.
Who do you want me to kill?
I think that Sebby sent something as well. Very nice video, liked it.
We're under attack.
Okay, we need to open this again. Oh yeah, I know this one.
You're sick.
And self-control is what
Is it the same one, Sebby?
We're under attack.
this eye tracking video that I'm gonna
Build there.
not only am I not gonna look at anything
Our town is
sexual,
under attack.
I'm gonna complete the whole eye tracking challenge without looking at a single butt or a
We're
single
under
boob.
attack.
Man, he's right now like
This eye tracking challenge
really
is
ripped,
the
by the way.
easiest challenge of my life. And I will prove to all the other men in chat that we don't need to look at boobs. We can look at people for who they are.
We're under
Featuring
attack.
on X, I will
Our town
represent
is
all
under
men
attack.
in the chat. And I will not look at a single boob. And I will not look at a single butt in this video. Let's go!
We're under attack.
that was quick. That was quick. You got further from Hansi. Why do I have a fucking Israeli-Russian commercial?
If you want to spend a long time in this place, you may need to consider taking health
Our
precautions.
town is
What
under
if you
attack.
remove Steve? Aura.
We're under
Then it's
attack.
fine. Then it's alright.
Our town is under attack.
Yeah, I don't have ad blocker over here
We're complete.
on Blue Chrome, but my Opera is fucked up.
Complete.
Yeah. I know. Bring me the horizon for sure, Ricky.
Antarctica, the coldest and probably the most mysterious continent on the planet.
Our town is under attack. We're under attack.
Like, what's under ice? Like, I'm gonna tell you straight away, like, what I think is there. Because you have a lot of mass that's just ice, and it's not like the land mass, but the land mass you have there. I don't know when it got like frozen, but there is that one map, if you know about. There is a 15th century map from a Turkish empire, from Ottomans, that they described Antarctica to be really inhabited, or there were like some plants and shit and some little animals, but yeah, it wasn't like frozen. And there was that like mini ice age, whatever, like in 17th century or when some volcano erupted and it changed the climate. Like a lot of strange shit are going. You really cannot know. So I would just really say that there will be also like findings of dinosaurs for sure, and maybe some lost civilization, like some tribes or whatever.
When scientists decided to look under the ice cover of Antarctica,
What up, Ray?
surprised not only ordinary people like me, but also the researchers themselves.
Our town is under attack.
Hidden deep beneath
Be my
these
ancestors.
huge
Watch
shields.
over me.
Scientists have
Be
believed
my
that
ancestors. Watch
under
over me.
some ice there's
Thickness. Yeah.
Be my ancestors. Watch over me.
scattered pockets of subglacial ground.
Our town is under attack. Can't build there. We're under attack. Can't build there.
As it turns out, under the ice of Antarctica, there's a whole lake, and it's also
Yes.
large, 5,800 square miles, or 50,000 square kilometers.
Our town is under attack.
5 times the size
Can't build there. Can't build
And it's not that impressive though, like if you realize that it's just ice and the landmass is not that big, really.
We're complete.
Felix?
You seek me help?
Temperature near the lake reaches minus
We're under attack!
And those retarded units, those Fahrenheits, nobody uses this, just one country or two countries in the world. Just stop it already. Stop please using Fahrenheits and shit like that. What you cooking needles? Lich King down there.
At the same time, it was completely unlike anything ever seen before. Researchers
We're under attack!
Good morning, Guru Rush.
We're complete.
Yeah. Bullets per McDonald's.
We're complete. We're complete. Dangerous for Surgery.
Wait, I didn't see that lake thing ever.
What? We're under attack!
I am
Big Mac Index. Yo, what up, our US friend? You came at the right time.
We're under attack!
Could also exist in those places. By the way, Vostok is far from the troublesome lake. Willens and elsewhere.
Yeah, we got again pumpy videos.
We're under attack!
Why not?
We're under attack! Our town is under attack! How may I
Far away, holy shit.
You seek me help?
Don't touch it.
From 25 to 30 miles or 40 to 48 kilometers.
Like this, these are the mountains, right then? There will be epic grand final and then we can start over. Chernobyl for the win.
Our town is under attack! We're under attack! I answer. I agree. We're under attack! Our town is under attack! Immediately! I am in.
Nice.
We're complete. We're under attack! Our hero has been slain.
Scientists didn't limit their research to observations.
At least a trilogy, right? Full drama. Do a few memes.
With hot water. Using this tool,
I will make a meme. This is my butthole.
continuous operation. Scientists were able to drill a hole at the depth of 7,006 feet.
Rookie numbers.
We're under attack!
152 meters.
Our town is under attack!
Measure the water pressure and the ice temperature of its formation. Thanks to this,
No.
We're under attack!
I do.
We're complete.
Which is fucking boring.
Our town is under attack.
A few years ago, the whole world was alarmed by a of about 3,700
We're under attack.
or 9,583 square kilometers. This is almost twice the size of the state of Rhode Island. Scientists have not seen such giant holes since the 1970s.
Oh my god.
Immediately identify the
We're under attack.
Researchers
Our town is under attack. We're complete.
Right, Ricky, that's exactly that. Like they are just, oh, we will check this. Just fucking drill it all, whatever. That's what I was saying before, that they should not really care about what is in space when everything is so far away. Just take care what's on this planet. Like find out everything that's on this fucking planet and then go into space. Fuck, doing like all like this. Glory hole.
We're under attack. Our town is under attack.
Collided at the South Pole, resulting in the formation of swirling wind.
We're under attack.
Created just as meters high, which in turn in their body.
Yes. That would be either a pyramid with Predator or Godzilla. One of those.
We're under attack. Our town is under attack.
1,000 square miles.
Right away.
90,000
Can't build there. Can't build there. Can't build there. We're under attack.
Ja, Schnitzelbauer.
We're under attack.
Good. Barbarians again. Oh, see Douglas. Which way is Planet or not?
We're under attack.
Doesn't this look a little bit like a brain?
Our town is under attack.
Spirits of the earth.
Like it fucking looks a little bit like a brain, right?
Spirits of the earth.
We're complete.
Groundwater into the ocean.
Spirits of the
earth.
We're under attack.
Could lead to an increase in
Our town is under attack.
Netherlands is gone. Guys, whoever lives in Netherlands, you're gone. It's a fan. He does, yes.
We're complete.
He does.
intense melting of the glacier in the summer months.
Someone call for the doctor. We're complete. Someone call for the doctor. Someone call for the doctor. We're under attack. Call for the doctor. Someone 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 call for the doctor. Our town
Really?
is under attack.
Fresh water reserves?
We're under attack.
Wait, is water being mined in Antarctica? Like, why did he say that it's a fresh water reserve when... Eh?
Our town
Predator
is under
energy,
attack.
yes.
We're under attack.
I listened to that song in the morning, but I already forgot, Ricky, what is the melody and shit. Let's see. Like the sound is heavy. Like they said it will be heavy, but like that sound is not everything. It has to be always also the voice, and the voice is not as heavy as it used to be always. But the video is sick. I mean, the CGI is awesome. Yeah, that's the dance music. I mean, it's sketchy, yes. One day we will, Lamesh, after I finish the Dark Souls series. I want to play Gothic 1, 2, and maybe even 3. Like, it's sketchy. I said it in the morning to myself, it's sketchy again, but it's not as heavy as they used to be, right?
Our town is under attack! You seek me help?
I really don't need to have this guy in there singing. Nice, we have a lot of videos to watch. Right, Ken? Like, without that part, it's like, okay, but I don't like the part as well. Yeah. He's really expressive about his sexuality, you know. Like this breakdown is really nice. Like they know how to make breakdowns too. The classic choruses. I don't need Mario, I don't. But we need to go step by step with the bits.
I see dangers pursued you. My dreams.
See? Catchy.
I do.
But now this end in the video is like, no, please don't.
I love you.
Yes, and there will be more.
I hear the
Harder, Daddy, harder. We did not expect this. I mean, I did. Because he's seen it. Okay, we got a lot of hits. Which ones were there? Let's just get some this. Classic meme. Classic meme. I think I remember this. From what series was this? Which series is this? Is it Rome? Because Rome series was really great. It was awesome. Yeah, HBO Rome. Very good.
I answer. We're under attack. Our town is under attack.
Chubby Egyptian kid. Even oh my goodness, look at that. Now we know who's the daddy of the chubby kid. Diabetes. Oh my god. Diabetes. Dig in, enjoy. Yeah, don't eat it, chubby kid. It's my food.
I am under attack. I dream of this. Our town is under attack. What? Anything you want. Who you want me to kill? Yeah.
He was. And now he's food. For the first time.
Our town is under attack. We need more gold. We're under attack.
Oh, this is the first shame in the series. Nice.
Let the killing begin. It is our town is under attack. Washiwa. We're under attack. Gladly.
We had the important. He was the Council of Rome. Wait, Tetros, and it's the same.
The spirits surround.
Hey people, Seth here. Today, I'll be covering
We're
the game.
Under attack.
I didn't know that this review exists. Gothic 2, best game ever.
Loved by many. A game where you go from nothing to being the most powerful
Best game
being
ever
on the entire continent. You can fight, die, craft, beat up the poor, perform alchemy,
Yes, take that shisha with the
and
weed.
even distribute sausages to monks.
Who you want me to kill?
Namely, the one for you.
Our town
And
is
what's a
under
sausage
attack.
among friends?
I'm talking, of course, about Gothic
seek
2,
me
the
help?
quintessential
Ding
single-hero
We're
RPG.
under
This game's
attack.
got everything except a good combat system.
That's
Many
not
have
true.
played
Fuck
and
off.
enjoyed-
Gothic 2 has revolutionary
Our town is under
combat
attack.
system for a game like that. They are not generic. They have a really good combat system. I got used to it and it's amazing. Right, Flemish?
The real way for Gothic 2. It's all about picking turnips for Lobart the farmer and destroy.
Shut up. I enjoyed picking up turnips for Lombard. What are you even saying?
His relationship with his wife. Every day she feeds me.
Hilda.
Every day
Yes.
she slays over a hot stove to make me soup. And every day her hot juice is poured into my stomach, Lobart. You don't even eat her soup. She told me. You haven't eaten it for
Exactly.
years, Lobart.
That's true.
Mark my words. You keep ignoring her like that, and in time,
Our
it'll
town
be
is
my
under
husband
attack.
pouring inside her. Story following the events of Gothic 1. Play as undocumented Polish migrant who just escaped from the all-male Polish death camp after a health and safety
Polish
incident
death camp.
with the promise of adventure and a competitive European black market wage, you set out for the German city of Paris, where you will spend an intensity water showing German women the meaning of modesty. Much like in real life, the border guards accept European ID cards. Or if you don't have that, simply withdraw on your passport. Once inside, you might be reminded that there's an overarching plot involving dragons, and how they're going to attack Germany sooner or later. But who really cares? The dragons are more of a metaphorical plot device, questioning the very nature of what it means to be a Polish migrant worker. As at one point
Man,
in the
he's
story,
really going at those Polish migrant workers. Slemish, are you insulted? Are your Polish blood boiling? You Polski hussar?
you can willingly return to the Valley of Coal Mines, a literary reference to the barren wastelands of Poland. And the moment you do so, dragons will assault Carinus and burn your memories to the ground. Despair will fill your character at this point, and you'll be left questioning your motives. Why did I go back? Why didn't I stay? Sure, Lobart only paid me €5 for picking 20 turnips, but that was enough for me to buy my Zwiek and my Camel cigarettes. I was content. I was happy.
Holy
Now,
shit.
and I'll be lucky to live to
I love the
30.
video
Most
already.
don't even last that long down here in the popcorn mines. Hopefully, I'll be instantly caramelized by hitting a sugar vein. Some don't have that luxury. They instead get buried alive, their lungs choking on a mountain.
You know, he's got a quite soothing voice, like one other guy on YouTube. I'm gonna play it after, but this is epic.
Popcorn kernel. The story shit. Kill some dragons, ignore it, and never leave a first map.
That's not true. Shut up. What did you just say? Story is shit? No, it's the first story from all other games nowadays are taking inspiration, like Skyrim.
Ibn Omar Khalid bin Haji al-Sharidi.
Now that we've got that aside, I can tell you about the real story of Gothic 2. Gothic 2 is really a game that's entirely about becoming unionized. No matter which choices you make or which side you pick, you will inevitably have to join a workers' union with all the perks
I no longer like the video.
downsides that come with it. The darker aspect of unions holding a monopoly on labor also comes into play. For example, the Mages of Fire hold complete monopoly on the teaching of magic, manipulating hundreds of young men to undergo year-long unpaid apprenticeships with a promise of obtaining union membership, during which time they work 60-hour-long weeks without compensation, only to be chewed out at the end of their apprenticeship because they don't meet the high standards the mages dictate, which are entirely arbitrary. Sardis, a magician who's not unionized with the Circle of Fire, is branded an illegal practitioner of magic because he refuses to pay extortionate...
Wait. Let's slow down a little bit here. This was very interesting.
Is practitioner
magic, you say?
Pay
that was some magic.
Guild fees, which won't ever be used to serve him or defend his rights in the court of law, but instead to economically enthrall the market and prevent any competition. Similarly, the militia and paladins of Carinus hold a monopoly on force. Any significant weaponry is seized. Any appropriate means of defending yourself from the hordes of orcs just across the valley is an exclusive privilege afforded to you solely through membership with this despotic union. By their nature, they don't produce any goods, so they forcibly take food and supplies from the townspeople and the surrounding farmlands. Of course, the farmers don't by any means to resist their demands. That was until the moving the prisoners from their Polish death camp exploded. Many of the armed combatants fled north, spotting an opportunity to antagonize the paladin's union. Onar, one of the major landowners in Carinus, hired the escaped men as mercenaries and broke away from Carinus. All trade was shut down, no food would come to the city, and if a paladin dared to try to collect, they'd be sent home in body bags. So, Onar and his mercenaries formed the third and final union. They have a means to defend themselves, but they also expand aggressively, coercing other farmers to join or risk having their livestock killed and burned in a series of unfortunate accidents, demonstrating the price of not being unionized. For if they successfully absorb the remaining farmers, they will hold a complete monopoly on food, and then all they have to do is wait while the rival unions starve to death inside their own walls.
We're under attack!
Video game. Gameplay. Gothic 2 uses high octane, adrenaline-fueled design choices to bring you hard-hitting, visceral combat that requires you to click at the right times to continue the combo. You'll need a seatbelt for this experience because you're gonna think of hanging yourself an awful lot. On the plus side, you have an infinite inventory because you'll need all that space for the turnips you'll be picking. This German RPG came out at a much simpler, more innocent time in gaming. Now look how far we've come. There are several ways of traveling in this game. One involves using your atrophied stumps, they call legs, to travel at a snail's crawl through dirt and dog shit, or you can use the most efficient method of travel.
You open B for your skills, you type Marvin, and then you can hit F8. Epic.
Posing. Naturally T-posing is the optimal shape for reducing your air resistance, allowing temporary flight and propulsion. This is well documented in the Dead Sea Scrolls. One thing I really enjoyed in this game is that anyone in a shitty part of town can be attacked, and anyone's lunch money and life savings can be taken from them if they fail to square up and defend themselves. Naturally, attacking the elderly, the disabled, and women, who are also part of the disabled, makes for an effective strategy to make money early on. Caritas is a magical place where you can attack somebody's wife with a club and rob her unconscious while her husband cheers. For the main quest, you'll need to become a citizen of Caritas by signing on with one of the different craftsmen masters of the city. However, no matter the playthrough, I find myself repeatedly signing on with a blacksmith just so I can abuse the game's mechanics by beating the absolute shit out of some guy running a bootleg smithy. You see, whenever a character performs an animation of an object, they automatically spawn that object in your inventory.
I have used this a lot.
In the case of this unfortunate
Holy
man,
shit,
after I beat the shit out of him and rob him of all the steel he has, he'll slowly get back up and start beating red-hot steel again, at which point I shank him and take this new, freshly materialized steel for myself. I will repeat this process endlessly until I forged literally hundreds of swords and sold them off to the blacksmith and made enough money to buy out the entire town. Truly hardcore PC gaming.
That's true. Yeah, sleep in the bed. Do it.
Spirits of the earth.
Oh, and to anyone saying Gothic 2 is a game for only true seasoned veterans of RPGs, you can buy a scroll within 20 minutes of starting a new playthrough that lets you transform into an invincible dragon raptor that has a duration of several years and lets you clear out an entire...
But you know, funny thing that I like find out about all these things in Gothic by myself, which is amazing. Like I wouldn't be that patient now, probably.
And reach half of a total level cap.
Yeah, only in the add-on.
Please don't buy those scrolls from Ignaz the Alchemist in Caritas. His house is right next to the shitty blacksmith around the
I know,
corner
I
to the
remember the
right.
struggle when I played Vanilla Gothic 2, that you really were limited in a lot of things, and then I played the add-on like 2 years later maybe, with the add-on, and it opened a lot of new things for me, which I didn't realize they are from the add-on, but they are in the normal world, and it took me like 3 playthroughs probably to find everything. I finished all those factions again, and plus the water mages.
So far, you get the one for Dragon-Snatcher and Shadow Beast. The game is generally pretty great. The atmosphere and sound notes are fantastic. It makes you feel like you've really entered the German woods or some shit. As expected, the German woods are filled with giant rats, giant birds, giant velociraptors, and worst of all, it's German. While the sound design is pretty good in America, the voice acting is absolute fucking garbage. At least in the
Shut up. The English language in Gothic 2 is just so epic because you just see that it's not the English-speaking guy that is being born English-speaking, but somebody that learned that language, and I think they did an amazing job of it. In Gothic 1, voiceover is way better than one of the three voiceover. Changed by my
But I guess that's part of the aesthetic. All Gothic dialogue is just one for you to see it for movie series. Most of the quests are pretty interesting, and will take a fuck ton of time to finish. My advice, if you're ever feeling frustrated, is to T-pose away from danger, swallow your pride, and read the damn wiki, because trying to honestly find some of those microscopic quest objects will destabilize your emotional well-being and physical health. I know this because
I still have somewhere at home, like, somewhere at home I still have like sheets of the lists with written all the chests that I was doing by myself. I wrote like arrow keys on which side I have to move, because you had to do that those arrow keys either on left or right before you open the chest with the lockpick. So I just wrote everything down for each playthrough for both of the games, but I have no idea where I am.
In high school, one of my friends marathoned Gothic for a week straight. He came back with carpal tunnel and botulism because he didn't have time to clean a mold growing on his dinner plate. And when I asked him about it, he said it was completely worth it. Final score.
Lord Andre and some
I'm a respected citizen of Corinus. Let me pass.
You are the dirt under my fingernails. Make yourself scarce. I honestly never even leave the starting area. I just smoke water pipes and beat up the working class. I'm not even qualified to review this game. Thoroughly recommended. 10 polygons out of 10. A warm thank you to the many members of the Merchants Guild generously funding these videos. And thank you for your patience. It's been pretty busy. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's black mold growing in my shower.
It reminds me, after this session, I'm gonna send each one of you a letter with a bill. You know, the usual 500 shekels.
I answer the call.
For all the premium stuff we did today. Let's see this one, Republic. Bill, yes. What do you think this is? Free content or what?
For the final days of the Roman Republic. For you see, there is the specter of communism. Well, communism, barbarity,
blabbery. He just called it blabbery.
Greek wars that is given last time. So we're going back to the Second Punic War, our focus being the Greek kingdom of Macedonia, led by Philip V. He had allied himself with Carthage in the war, but was held back to a stalemate.
Yeah, he lost.
That's why I didn't bother to mention him before. He did begin to stir up some
He gave bills.
after he saw Rome civilized. After attacking them, he was quickly defeated.
Call it special prize for special viewer, yeah.
Not that they were grateful.
See, Corinne is from Gothic, there we go.
Sparta immediately revolted, only to be easily crushed. The best warrior in the world. It is no surprise to me why Hannibal chose to join his court after he lost at Zama, spending his remaining days convincing Antiochus to attack Rome. There are some huge airports there. Antiochus was fucked twice in battle. Once by Lartius Leonidas in Thermopylae so hard that he lost the exact same way, and then by getting completely annihilated at Magnesia by a Roman army half of his own size, no less. All while Hannibal was losing twice at sea by the joint efforts of Scipio Africanus and his brother Scipio
Asiaticus. The fingers.
Utterly defeated, Antiochus fled, losing Asia Minor to Rome's allies. You would think it would be enough, and then Macedon shipped out again, almost like they wanted to be balkanized into 4 vassal states. Not that it was enough to pacify the region.
Why did they even try it always when they knew that they will be just fucked?
As you know, whenever Rome conquered the Parthians rebel, they had to send slaves to put them to work in their farms. This generated immense wealth for the Carthaginian elite, making the plebeian masses super duper wealthy. Among them, Tiberius Gaius Gracchus, grandson of Scipio Africanus.
We're under attack! They are good, my man.
He was a flat man.
Our town is under attack! We're under attack!
And when the king of Pergamon ruled Rome,
what is Pergamon like these days as a city? I know that Pergamon existed, but I don't know like if it's like just ruins or if there's some city upon it.
Tiberius had the gall to demand its lands to be given for free to the proletariat.
We're complete. Vengeance for free.
And it made that worse for me.
Izmir? Is it? Really? Could be, yeah. You're right.
Also fell for the communist to me.
Our town is under attack!
Hold up. Okay, this is definitely Marseille.
But don't worry.
Why did they change the names? Like, I would prefer the old names.
Together with his subordinate, Tiberius Gracchi, you know, back when he was still alive. As well as the
Ask them.
Gerfa and Gaius
Just a little bit. Just a little.
was basically as good as a pleb with
Let the kids run.
courageous,
Our town is under attack.
reminds me of certain
We're under attack.
Be too much of a bitch to face my down to Maju's face to face. Your girlfriend started employing every guerrilla trick in the book to delay defeat. So much so that Midas had the time to return Rome, get elected consul, and take over command of the world.
Our town is under attack. We're under attack.
He soon proved himself capable by persuading Bacchus to Mauritania to betray Jugurtha. Sulla then gave it to Marius, who then took all the credit for it. Yup, Sulla and Marius were
And I wonder why did they never like went like downwards south in Africa? Like weren't they freaking interested like what is down there? Like I know that it was just really hard to go across the desert, but you have the River Nile. Like you would have to, I don't know, I don't get it. Why did they not go south to Africa? Ever. No, they always stopped at Egypt and never went down on Nile.
Let the killing begin.
Noobs.
These are the
Let the
guys,
killing
but
begin.
Yeah, I mean it's because of the desert, yeah, but still. That's again. Now, why they stopped in Germany and not come to Slavic? They got to Austria, then they got to Slovakia. I think they went in Slovakia in some caves. There are like Roman written things that like there was an expedition, but they could not really defeat them because they had like their full asses with Germans like around that region. And yeah, I think there were like there were Celtic tribes that time. There was simply no time, like they would have to defeat Germans first because they would be attacked by Germans immediately on any side there. There were really a lot of them. And yeah, like fighting against Germans as Celts, I think, yeah, they were not Slavic. I think that Flemish means like Slavic territory. Yeah, they came from really far away.
Just legionnaires, and 2 assistants for every 8 of them, which made up the Contubernio, led by a none of those
yeah, like they were there, but they were really far away. They were behind the river in Russia. Like around the Black Sea, like where is Russia now? Anyways, like from the top there was everything Greek, I think, and Roman. Like the Romania is a real descendant of Rome, by the way. Like the people there have the like old blood, whatever. Like they are the closer descendants of Rome than are Italians, because Italians are just big mashup of barbarians when they took over. And like when you have Black Sea and everything around the Black Sea from all the sides, where like those old buildings from Greek, and I think that even on the northern side of the Black Sea there was like a Greek city, right? When they have those colonies. Yeah, we Black Slavs were never an empire, sadly.
Led by the
Who do you want to
Overall,
kill?
the reforms allowed any poor faction made the
Jeez, those names. Those two blacks, look at the name. I'm not gonna read it, but holy shit.
Annihilated both the Cimri and the Teutonic tribes, despite being heavily
I love how he calls them germs. Yeah, These revolts, oh my god, just stop revolting people.
Someone call for the doctor. And someone call for the doctor. Sulla really hates someone call for the doctor. The war near the 10.
My god, those geeks.
Right? It was ruled by a guy named Mithridates, a vicious.
Our town is under attack! We're under attack!
After having taken control of all of Asia Minor, and I swear ordered to the genocide of every Roman man, woman, and child in Asia. 100,000 Roman colonists.
No fucking way.
We're under attack!
100k people, like these numbers, dude. These fucking numbers, it's so much. So many genocides. This is more interesting than World War II, like, you know, Which one? It's the old one.
We're under attack!
He was too pissed for that. What happens later is just hilarious. The Senate appointed a total of 4 consuls to try and stop Sulla. The first was Asiaticus' son, who was
And how do they always manage to raise an army? Like again and again and again and again when there was like so much death. Yeah, man, it really seems that like they had always 20 babies. Yeah, that's also true. Not all of them died, but
after hearing that Mithridates was starting shit once again, he had his general defeat super peace after.
now I heard it, Cat. Now I heard the dot speaking.
We're under attack!
That shit. Sure.
Our town is under attack!
All far, he had 2 good green seconds. But
we're under attack!
good series, really good guy. And how come he's got like just this many subs? And he's like having 1,000 views. Insane. Really good. Really, really good. Which one pineapple curry with rice? Michael? Okay, anyways, I think I'm gonna cut it from here. We have a lot of videos. As I said, the bills will arrive in 3 days, right? Will be short notice. Thanks for watching, and tomorrow, today is Thursday, I forgot. Can't see it tomorrow, I don't know what we're gonna upload. We will start with the with the shell. I want to set up a lot of things for that. Payment is computer, yes, you can. I'm not even that. Alright, we shall see tomorrow. I will try to set up those things later on today because I need to check the points and shit. It's gonna go. Bye bye.
Fuck that fuck point.
Our town is under attack! We're under attack! Our town is under attack! Our town is under attack! We're under attack! Slain. Our town is under attack! We're under attack! Our town is under attack! Hard, young one. We're under attack! Immediately! I am able to help. I am able to help. I am. We're under attack! Bring it on! What? Our town is under attack! We're under attack! Dreamed of this. I am one. We're under attack! Oh no! Bring it on! We're under attack! Not enough mana. Not enough mana. You want me go? We're under attack! Not enough mana. attack! Oh no! May my ancestors watch over me! May my ancestors watch over me! We're under attack! May my ancestors watch over me! May my town is under attack! May my ancestors watch over me! We're under attack! May my ancestors watch over me! We're under attack! Can't build there. Can't build there. I am able to. Our town is under attack. Immediate go now. I am one. We're under attack! Our town is under attack! One. We're complete. Oh no! Our town is under attack! We're under attack! Bring it on! For the tribes!
Do you want axe? I'd love to.
Our town is under attack!
Who do you want to kill?
We're under attack! I am able to help. We're under attack! We're complete. Bring it on!
Answer the call.
We're under attack! May my ancestors watch over me.
Be happy.
May my ancestors watch over me. We're complete.
I see. The spirits of the
May my
earth.
ancestors watch over me. They are good. Our town is under attack. May my ancestors watch over me.
Spirits of the earth guide.
May my ancestors. We're under attack.
Someone call for
May my ancestors watch over me.
Nagradabash.
Someone call for the doctor?
My old bones.
Someone call for the doctor?
I dreamed of this.
Someone call for the doctor? Our town is under attack. Someone call for the doctor? Can't build there. Oh no. We're complete. Start running. I am able to help. Well done. Immediately. For the tribes.
Take heart, young one. Precisely. Gladly.
Bring it on.
Take heart, young one. I answer the call. I am
We're
one.
under attack. Our town is under attack.
Yes.
You're We're complete. We're under attack. attack!
That be a real treat.
We're under attack! Bring it on!
Earth Mother, I am one with Earth. I
Not
see.
enough mana.
I hear the summons. What troubles you? It is destined. You seek me help? What you want me do? My old bones ache. What?
We're under attack!
I hear the summons. I answer the call. I dream with art. I am one.
We're under attack!
I answer the call.
We're under attack! Our town is under attack!
Dingo!
We're under attack! For the tribes. Well done. Bring it on! We're under attack! May my ancestors watch over me. We're under attack! May my ancestors... Watch over me.